Talk about obnoxious. This is what sucks about being a live streamer is that you're working constantly. I rolled out of bed at 9:30 this morning and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to do some cardio. So I get on my machine, I get on my bike, and what ends up happening? The power goes out. So, again, I've been interrupted during a workout, It's just like this happened last night too cuz like the PC came back. FedEx came at the door while I was doing that, and then I had to set it up. So like, I had to reinstall everything, and I had to like, make sure I had like all the applications I wanted on it. Now, like I was just no, this is live. This is live. Yeah, I've started doing like morning podcasts. So yeah, um, I was just why did I keep my drawers open? It drives me nuts. I really need to get in the habit of closing them. Yeah. So like I've just been like struggling to stay on top of like everything I've been doing. I feel like I haven't been working a whole lot. I haven't been like doing a lot on the book. I have like, dealing with power outages, right? Because like I was legit gonna go live like immediately after I finished my cardio. And what happens? Power goes out for like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. So like the power's out for 45 minutes and I'm just like I'm at home, right? Haven't taken a shower yet, can't leave, can't go anywhere. So I'm just kind of like I'm gonna have to whip out like my tablet. Gonna have to read some Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and I'll have to wait for the power to come back on. So I just read like probably about like 20% of that. I'm at like 90% in now, so I'm almost finished with it. Which volume is it? Is it 3 or 4? I don't know. They just defended Iserlohn Fortress from the Imperials. So like I don't. Anyway, yeah, I love the books. Like they're really, really good. Like I was kind of iffy on them because of the language or because of like some of the flatness of the characters, but I think it really works, honestly. Honestly, I feel like you can't really judge the prose of a foreign novel because like, it is a translation and like not everything is gonna like translate as well. Like yeah, I noticed that when I read like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo back in the day, which is of course is a Swedish novel, that like it just feels kind of like stiff in some ways. And of course, like, those books got worse as they went on. Like I was a big fan of the first one. I thought it was like badass as shit when I first read it. These days I don't really like I don't look back fondly on them at all. Like in high school, reading Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, it really made me interested in like Sweden and just like, some of these more like s- I just love like the exoticness of it, but like yeah, as I read it more and more, it's like that series is basically like the stereotypical example of how like male feminists are just in it to get laid. Like 100 fucking %. Like that's what those books are, and it's very, very, very transparent. They're very degenerate, honestly, because like I remember I read them when I was like, you know, uh, more liberal, right? I remember I read them when I was like kind of engrossed in that culture. That was probably the most liberal I ever was, like reading those fucking books. And I still like I remember reading them and taking them like somewhat seriously, or at least the first one. Uh but yeah, like I just yeah, I fell off in a big way. Like I haven't heard anyone talk about it positively in a long time. Like they did they've done like more after the original trilogy after the author passed away. But like I have no idea what they were. Yeah, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have an alert box set up, but it doesn't seem to work. I have one, but I don't. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, tourists, hoodweebs, and normgoids will praise a generic current thing battle shown at its peak and be completely unaware that Legend of Galactic Heroes exists. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is the problem with anime right now is that like it really does feel as if like the masses are like consuming like low effort slop while like ignoring like good stuff. So like if you look at the community, like they're always obsessing over the newest Shonen Jump series. They're always obsessing over rom-coms. They're always obsessing over like flavor of the month stuff. You know, it's exactly like it is with anime, you know? Like cuz I'm like watching The Adventure of Dai right now. And I was kind of like sitting there thinking like this can't be that good because oh thanks for the donos, thanks for the donos. So like it can't be that good because I have I have never heard of anyone talk about the show positively. You know, I know it's considered a classic. Oh, thank you for the thank you for the for the second donation. Not sure what I did to deserve that, but thank you. Yeah, so yeah, I'm watching The Adventure of Dai, and I'm on like episode 14 now or something, and it kind of dawned on me that like I love this show. Like I think it's like impeccable. You know, I remember like, you know, watching that bit where they're training the collaboratives like Zapple, because like Pop comes up with the idea and he's like, hey Dai, I know how we're gonna beat like Heinkel. And then they do it. They go through the training arc. They learn, and then like they pull it off later that same episode. And it just dawns on you just how good of a series it actually is. Where like you're constantly seeing the characters like grow and evolve every episode, and it's like this is what I want to see out of anime. Like I don't want to see some autistic elf getting stuck in like treasure chests. You know, I want to see like, you know, actual like, you know, heroes going out and questing, you know. It's it's like it's so much better than like any flavor of the month anime series I've seen in recent years, you know. Like I remember I watched like Wandering Witch Elena when that premiered, you know, Yuri Bait. You know, like every like that was Yuri Bait. Like everything that like everyone hypes up is just complete slop. Like just complete slop. And then meanwhile, you know, I just pick something that like I'm actually personally interested in. Like, oh yeah, I like Dragon Quest. I'll watch the Adventure of Dai. And it's like the best show I've seen since Mobile Fighter G Gundam, which I think is going to go down as like one of my all-time favorite series. Actually, I really have to watch more Gundam, but I have not gotten around to it. Like Gundam's really hard to get into. I feel like because like the names are really weird and it's like how exactly do you get into it really like I feel like a lot of people just watch the best series and then stop and that's probably like what you should do. I don't know because the way it's looking right now I think what I want to do is watch Wing next, but like Wing is like it's not that good from what I understand, but like for me personally I you know if I'm gonna be a Gundam fan I'm gonna have to like watch like you know everything. Like I don't know I'm a big fan of 90s anime in general, so I think that's kind of where I want to go next is just like watching like you know 90s series like that, getting caught up on like more obscure stuff. Again, I just feel as if like the anime community has been infested by like degenerates and weirdos. Not even like yeah, we all know hoodweebs are shit. Like that's commonly understood. My thing though, that I'm really starting to hate is that I really hate like the um the lolicons. Cause like people just keep saying that um like low effort slop with like lollies in it is like peak. You know, I think that's a real that's one of the big reasons why like Monica was so popular. I think that's why like you know people hyped up like Dragon Maid and like shit like that. It's like it's not a good well written show. It's like it's entirely for like lollies. It's like an entirely just a cope for like lollies, and it's just like anime had a massive fall off after the 90s ended. Yeah, it is kind of interesting because even in the 2000s I was kind of confused because you know I remember watching Naruto, right? And I loved everything about it. You know, I love the settings, I love the characters, I love the idea. But then like you watch it and like nothing fucking happens. Like you see that thing where they do that thing where it's like they're jumping through the trees at the beginning of the episode, and there's just like, oh man, I'm gonna spend 5 minutes rehashing what happened last episode, and then you get like 10 minutes of new content, and then you get like 5 minutes of like them like showing you what's gonna happen in the next episode. It's like it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why they couldn't like make a better paced show. And then like the fact that you had to like wait a week for the next episode, like Naruto is like one of my favorite things ever for like a good long while because of just how much more badass it was than anything else on American TV. And yet like it killed it for me because of stuff like that. You know? Like I feel like 90s anime wouldn't have had that problem. You know, Cowboy Bebop is like what, 26 episodes. Like it was like, higher quality, better animated, looked better, had better storylines. I just like, but yeah, yeah, it feels like anime is like falling off quite a lot, in general. And like we're only just now getting to the point where we can like address it because like I think in the past decade, like the narrative like among most people was this idea that like it was like fans ruining it, it was like normies ruining it, like, but like honestly like I think it was just like the industry, because like the industry just wasn't cultivating talent. They were becoming more focused on like otaku. They were like whoring out their female leads. They weren't like doing anything like that actually got people like excited about the product itself. It was entirely just about like the culture, and it was about like conventions and like the voice actors. Like they weren't producing good shows, honestly. Like watching Mobile Fighter G Gundam, like I think that show had a lot of problems to a certain extent. Like I do wish like um it does kind of feel like some plot aspects come out of nowhere, but like as a whole of as a whole, like it was just like an amazing experience to sit through it. Like the animation was stunning, like they just have really cool imagery, like the characters are so like iconic. Like I don't I can't think of it of a single anime like made in like the past 30 years that like impacted me the way that did. Like Yeah, it's weird because I think like recently it's been like Nintendo that's been kind of dominating the Japanese ecosystem, because like they're the ones like cultivating their talent, they're the ones building their brand, they're the ones building their characters, and now they're even producing their own movies, right? Like I'm much happier playing something like Fire Emblem or like Xenoblade than I am, or even Tales, which is not a Nintendo franchise, than like following along with a general like manga series. I was watching the Kill Blue anime this week, and like it kind of dawns on me like how they completely failed to adapt like the tone of the manga, because like I love Kill Blue as a manga, right? It's so well paced, it does such a great job like um selling you on the characters, right? It's just so well made. And then you watch the anime and it's like it's too fast paced. Like you watch the anime and like things just kind of happen, and you can't get invested in the characters, and like it just feels like the things that work so well in the manga don't really translate that well to animation. It's very interesting because Spy Family is the exact opposite. Where like Spy Family, I think it's been elevated by the anime. Like I think the anime is actually quite a bit better than the manga in Spy Family's case. But like with Kill Blue, I watched it, and it just feels as if like I don't know, man. They really need to like innovate, I think, when it comes to like their story structure. Like why exactly are we always in like a fucking school? Like why are we always just like I don't know. Yeah, I was reading Kill Blue. I got back into the manga. I tried to read it. And it's like it's just endless like club activities right now. And it's just like they keep introducing new characters, and it has that problem that like I think most of these series have, where they just endlessly introduce new characters without like giving the old ones like satisfying like conclusions to their arcs. Because I remember like My Hero had this problem too, where they would just endlessly just pad it out by just introducing new characters, and then like you just would not have like anything done with like the core class. Like I kind of said this like when My Hero Academia was coming out. Like it is shocking how much better Harry Potter was at this. Because like My Hero Academia's mistake was like getting out of the school and like fighting criminals. Like that should have been seen as like a big deal, honestly. That really should have been seen as a rite of passage for like everyone involved, but instead they just rushed through it like the entire plot where they're just like they're already like better than like pro heroes by like the end of the first semester. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like it just it was just like weirdly power scaled and like just didn't work at all. Like I'm just like I don't know. So much about My Hero Academia from a conceptual stage doesn't work. Like I hate how like Deku was just handed powers, and I hate how like it's just like I stopped watching by like season 3. So like the fact that it like fell off the way it did, it didn't surprise me at all. Like all these series are just massively falling off. Like the way Chainsaw Man fell off was like embarrassing. And like for a long time people weren't like willing to admit it. Like Chainsaw Man was like it was like immediately seen as this like genre pushing like medium like defining classic, right? It was seen as this like hugely innovative like thing, and no, it was slop. Like its problem was that it was like targeted towards adults. And like I noticed that like the Dragon Ball editor actually called that out. He especially called out Chainsaw Man because like Chainsaw Man just doesn't have like anything that can be appealing to kids at its core. Like it's not promoting good values. Like it does this thing where it like pretends that like even if you like it does this thing like this is a Japanese weeb mindset. Like they have this idea that you're either like successful like immediately or you're like stuck where you're at. Like like that's the point of Chainsaw Man is that Denji can't do anything to possibly get out of the situation he's found himself in. And that just isn't true, like at all. And it doesn't work even in the story. But like, I'm always seeing like articles about how Japanese people think they have no future. And it really does like it really is because of them having this like media like Chainsaw Man shoved down their throats. Like, oh, the girl you like, oh, she's a hardcore lesbian. Oh, like it's just like it's just like it's this weird like fetishization of their problems in a lot of ways. That's kind of how I like describe it. Is that like it doesn't really like offer a solution to this. Like they do this thing where they just want to like accept that they're going to be miserable and lonely forever, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Yeah, Dragon Ball is really interesting because like there's like a lot of value in like the original localization. Like Toriyama, a lot of what he did like creatively was just kind of making things up on the fly. So Dragon Ball is a really interesting series because like you can like radically change it by like altering characters' motivations like that. You know, it's interesting how like Goku has such like he's so radically like interpreted differently by like the East and the West because of stuff like that. Did Hi-Fi Rush make the love interest a lesbian? Is that true, or was that like fan wig? I've heard that's true, but like I'm a Bayonetta fan. Okay, like I know how this goes in reality. Okay, like I don't know. Like we're seeing developers try and pander to the lesbian thing, and it's just kind of falling apart. Honestly, like if you've been around these people at all, Like you know how much they get dicked down in like real life. Like being a lesbian for like most chicks is just a means of like pretending they're not taking as much dick as they actually are. Like, oh, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like they used to pretend to be virgins and now they pretend to be lesbians because like nobody buys that shit anymore. It's like it's the same exact nonsense. But yeah, like I'm very curious, like how long they can keep up the cope. Cause like whenever you see them like try and tell you that they're happy alone, like it's not true. Like it isn't true. Like don't believe them. Like at a certain point, like all we need now is for people to realize that it's not true and like not taking them seriously. They're just very determined to like convince people that they're happy like this, but it's just not true. Yeah, I haven't seen Dragon Ball in forever, so I haven't really like I haven't I've kind of slipped on like my knowledge of the series. I've been meaning to go back to it, but like I don't know when it's gonna happen. Honestly, like I was thinking that like I probably should just read the original manga. Like I have never read the Dragon Ball manga. And I'd like to, but I'm so busy and like I'm getting through Doctor Slump and like it's just like, Full Metal Alchemist. Like it's just like I'm getting through so many things. It's just like I don't know. Like I wish I read all these classic manga as a kid because as an adult, like I'm just overwhelmed by all these series that I've heard of that I've never actually read. I mean, one of the reasons I'm mostly reading newer stuff is because like I can get to the end like relatively quickly, like wait for updates and then read different series. I don't get overwhelmed by like 30 volumes of content for like dozens of different series. Like I don't think I've read Berserk at all since like Mira died, actually. And I still have like a couple of volumes to go. It's just like, I mean, to be fair, I'm reading a lot of books. Audible. I'm finishing up Starship Troopers. I'm finishing up Legend of the Galactic Heroes on Kindle. I don't know what I'm gonna read after that though. I really I really got fired up about reading Prisoner of Azkaban again though. Like for like the bazillionth time, I was like, I was like watching the Star Fox Direct, and I'm just like, Pigma, he's kind of like Peter Pettigrew, and it got me fired up about like Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, oh, thanks for the follow, thanks for the follow. Prisoner of Azkaban has the best plot twist I think I've ever seen in my life. Because I was thinking about that, like how much I like loved the whole twist in like Prisoner of Azkaban, where like Sirius Black is actually innocent. Like I don't think anybody saw that coming as a kid. Like because they spend the entire book like setting it up that like oh he did this and he worked for Voldemort and ooh he like backstabbed Harry's parents. Like because you're not told about like being Harry's dad's best friend thing like initially, but then like you're told that. And then you start like thinking that he's like this huge motherfucker. Like honestly, how much different would Harry Potter be if Sirius actually did betray James? Because like I know Sirius is like a beloved character, but it's not something that like ever really comes up in speculation. Like everybody, like everybody, like when it comes to like alternate like Harry Potter scenarios, everyone does that thing where they're just kind of like yeah, Order of the Phoenix plays out differently, because people actually believe Voldemort has come back. Like a lot of people had a problem with that uh, when that book was first published. But yeah, like for me, I was kind of thinking that like Prisoner of Azkaban, man, that was like a major turning point for the series. Like a lot of people say that like Goblet of Fire was way darker. I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, it's like Harry's definitely older by that point, but like I mean the books get way longer at that stage. But like Prisoner of Azkaban is just it does such a good job. Like coming off as very very bleak. It's it's great. Yeah, imagine being Harry. Like every single fucking year, like crazy shit is happening. You have like the Chamber of Secrets in year two. You have Sirius Black in three. You have like Umbridge in five. It's just like Voldemort's back by six. They don't even go in seven. Like what? The only normal school here he ever had was like probably the first one. It's just like really, it's just crazy. Yeah, it makes you wonder how bad the Dursleys were. Where like he seriously prefers this like these autistic adventures than going home. But yeah, I think I've read like Sorcerer Philosopher's Stone a couple of times over the past couple of years. Listened to it on Audible, listened to it again with the full cast edition, and I read it on Kindle. So that's like three times the past couple of years. But like I listened to like the other books on Audible except for Deathly Hallows. I'm getting through that now. But yeah, I have not gotten to like anything past that on Kindle. So like I have not read Chamber of Secrets or Prisoner of Azkaban in quite a long time. So I was seriously thinking just skip like just popping in like just buying Prisoner of Azkaban and just reading it. Like I haven't read a Harry Potter book out of order in like forever. Like I think like in the past like decade or so, I've always read them like sequentially, but yeah, I was thinking that like that would be kind of fun is just like going back and reading Azkaban. I mean, the thing about reading Harry Potter though is that like you should read other books. Like Harry Potter is one of my all-time favorites, but like um I really do need to get caught up on like all this other shit I have. Like where's my copy of Drift House? I hope I didn't lose it. Yeah, I got fired up about reading Drift House a while back, but then I realized like the reason I haven't gotten to it yet is I have these like stacks and stacks of books I've never read. So like one of my all-time favorite kids books I have not gone back to in like legit probably almost 20 years. To the point where like I don't remember a thing about it other than like the Kino ending. Like I fucking love Drift House. Like I part of me like is worried that it's not going to be as good as I remember it being, but we'll see. Yeah, so I remember reading the second one specifically and just being blown away by it. Because I didn't read the first. I just picked the second one up at the library randomly, and it was like the greatest thing I've ever read. Um, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I have a bunch of stuff on Audible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy something on Kindle. I think. Like I'm burning through my entire Kindle backlog. I had like this entire huge backlog of stuff to get through, and I've gotten through it all. And I need to start like picking up books on it again. It's been obnoxious. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. Like honestly, like I really should just stick with Legend of the Galactic Heroes, but it's like it's just one of those things where it's just like I really hate how like you get into a book series and then like you have to go through like all of it. It's just like I don't know. You probably should take a break. I've been having that problem with like Tales too, where like I got into Tales like last year, and I've played through like five of them, and it's just like I can't handle RPGs anymore. Like Tales aren't short games, so I just feel as if I'm spending way too much time on them. Yeah, so I'm not sure what we're gonna play like tonight, because like last night we spent like 3 hours just like playing Donkey Kong Country. Like I was doing like the Turbo Attack mode and having a blast, and I wanted to keep playing, but like in the end I decided to like just end the live stream, which was probably the right move to make, honestly. Like, because I do think I need to be doing like daily edited videos. I need to be doing like you know, regular podcast streams. Honestly, like a part of me doesn't even want to stream right now because like I'm so anxious to get like my YouTube livelihood off the ground. Like for me personally, like I just don't see why Like I just don't see the point in like live streaming. Cause like what is it resulting in? Like I'm not doing reviews, I'm not doing like I'm not watching shows, I'm not watching movies. It's like spending like 8 hours a day, like playing Turbo Attack and Donkey Kong. Like I enjoy it, but it's like I don't know. I really need to have my priorities in order, I think. And I've been massively cutting back on my game purchases, but at the same time, it's like I really do need to be like thinking about like how to grow the channel and how to promote the cattle have fangs, to promote like everything I've been doing lately. It's just like it just feels like I'm very, very, very close to like making a living on YouTube, but it's like it's gonna take a lot more work, I think. And a part of me thinks I haven't been working enough or I haven't been like taking it seriously enough. Like I don't know. One of the things that's been bothering me lately is how easily people lie about like the things I've been doing lately. Because like one of the things that keeps coming up is this idea that like I AI generate my books, which is not true. Very observably not true if you've bought if you've read them. And you just see all these weird accusations about things that I've done or like it's just like I just don't like I'm just very tired of it. And I'm very anxious to have like, a more vocal fan base of people who will like defend me on my behalf. It's like it's tiresome having to tell people that like no the books aren't AI generated, like you can tell it's like again these people don't like they don't know anything, they're just running their mouths, man. They don't know anything. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think we have anything more to talk about really. I mean, I streamed quite a lot yesterday, so I guess I should. Uh, should we do some YouTube reactions? What do we need to do today? Yeah, is there anything going on in the YouTube world? Virtual Boy. I have not played any of the Virtual Boy games. I guess we could like do a quick review of them. Beat 'em ups. Let's see.
Pragmata.
Okay, beat 'em up. Okay, we are gonna switch to reaction streams. Let's see. Reaction. Window capture. All right. All right, let's do a live reaction to beat 'em ups, the absolute scum of gaming YouTube. Let's see what he says.
Indiana Tomodata. The Switch 2 is hotter because it's got a lot of gaming data, and these
What is he talking about? Like Pragmata was shit, and Indiana Jones is a late port. Like I don't understand these people
Pragmata Indie.
and their obsession with like pretending these third party games are in any way relevant. Like Indiana Jones, day one is getting outperformed by Pokepia. It wasn't even like number one on the eShop. Okay, like Indiana Jones is a minor release. It's a dying character from a dying brand owned by a dying company. Like, I don't care about Indiana Jones.
Indiana Tomodata, the Switch 2 is harder because it's got a lot of gaming data, and these reviews I gotcha because I drank some Java and I ain't gotta stop her. Sorry, I don't know what she's got into me.
This asshole really has his green screen, his massive fucking green screen, like in front of his gaming collection. Did you see that? Like, what purpose does that serve? Like, so he has this massive gaming setup in front of his rows and rows of shelves. Like, he can't see the objects on the shelf. He can't reach them because the green screen is in the way. Like, this retard has probably realistically, like, thousands of dollars worth of shit behind that green screen that he can't use or do anything with. Like, he can't even show it to other people, like, oh, this is my gaming collection. No. It's covered by a fucking green screen. What an idiot.
I don't know what she's got into me. I was touched by the devil. Look at these guys. You know, for all the whining and complaining that we do sometimes, Nintendo, where's the games? Nintendo, I need a direct. There sure is a lot of games coming out, isn't there? I mean,
wow, okay. So the flip-flop has begun, you know. The peak of, like, pretending Nintendo has, like, failed or it's not relevant. Like, yeah, that's dying now, and now Beat 'em Ups is trying to grift from the opposite angle of trying to say that there's, like, that there's games on this console now. It's embarrassing. It's downright embarrassing.
You look at the PlayStation 5, they just got a new game for the first time in like a year. And over on Xbox, well, those people are just left scrolling Game Pass for 4 hours and then reinstalling Halo again. But over on Switch 2, I mean, these games are releasing back to back every single week, and some of them are good. I wanted to make this video weeks ago, you know, when Pragmata and Tomodachi Life were actually still relevant. The internet moved on from things
still relevant. What are you talking about? Tamagotchi is going to be one of the best-selling games this year. Like, Pragmata, yeah, okay, I'll give you Pragmata, but Pragmata is shit. Like, Tamagotchi is still very relevant. What are you talking about?
So quickly that if I take too long to make a video, nobody cares anymore. But unfortunately, I got sick. I got like a monster flu. Don't worry, it's not the new virus that's going around threatening to release a new Animal Crossing. No, I just had the regular flu, and so did Kim, and then so did Baby, unfortunately. And the worst part of all of it, you take a delusional sick dad and have him play a game like Tomodachi Life that has no in-game filter, you just get some weird results. I mean, I can explain.
There are so many benefits to having a small Luigi content, especially when you think about a big one.
Wow, what? Although there is some good news, because I took so long on this video, I can talk about Indiana Jones now, because they even sent me an early copy of the game in this neat little adventurer's envelope. I felt like an explorer just opening this thing. You would think my favorite part is that it's not a game key cut, but nope, look.
He didn't even pay for it. They sent him a free copy of it. So this is a sponsored video. Wow. Tamagotchi selling 50 million is another question. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Pin, which that's exciting. I look forward to talking about Indiana later in the video. I mean, the last time I was this close to a man with a whip, I was starting a podcast. This game's a lot less sexy than that, though. I try to make these videos fun because life can be so boring. But it doesn't have to be. Ow. These are Vitch's XR glasses, and built in here and viewable.
The fuckers throwing in sponsorships? Yeah, I forgot to download sponsor block for my new PC. Okay. I don't even know why they bother, because like everyone just skips them anyway. Yeah. After I end the stream, I'm gonna install sponsor block again. Yeah, I'm gonna promote sponsor block because fuck sponsors. They're the
who be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 somehow. PS5, Xbox. Ah! Oh! And you know, after my recent binge on the Resident Evil series, and you can go and watch my blood gushing review on all of those games over here in this video, with Pragmata running in the same engine, I knew that I could expect pretty much the same quality of experience, and oh boy! Well, I was right.
Oh, come
Didn't
on.
really need the drum roll. The difference between the PlayStation 5 and the Switch 2 version is staggeringly similar here. I can barely tell them apart. I think the Switch 2 version is better, actually. Nah, well, I'm not gonna go that far, but the PlayStation 5 version isn't that much different. Considering,
Yep.
I think
Yeah, so people are complaining about the price point for the Switch 2, but what they don't seem to realize is that this is a portable console that's running all the same games as a PS5. Like that's just the reality now. Like developers cannot like make their games demanding too demanding for a Nintendo console anymore. And like the BioShock creator even came out and admitted it that like yeah, the graphics arms race is over. We've hit the ceiling for photorealism and now it's like you know we're not pushing the envelope anymore. It's all just collapsed. I do need to make a video about that, but yeah, this is a really interesting scenario in which like the PS5 is still more powerful on paper, but like if there are no games that are being made to take advantage of it, and there aren't, like what's the point? Like Pragmata was supposed to be the big PS5 game, but they got it running on a Switch too, no problem.
what'd you forget? Sometimes size does count, and the girls like it small. The boys, however. I'll cut to the chase. I loved every second of this game. This is my kind of game. This is the kind of stuff I look for in video games. It's like that Xbox 360 era of just weird. Let's try something wacky and see if it works, and in this case, it does. I picked this game up and I started it on a Friday evening, and I finished it by Sunday night. I was glued to it the whole.
I haven't touched it at all. Like since I dropped it like that Sunday after release. Like Pragmata is so shit, bro. It's so shit.
Whole time I was peeing in a bag from the spectacle of the visuals, the fast-paced story, the unique and innovative gameplay, fun level designs that flowed quickly into each other, and the addictive feeling of being constantly rewarded by items, upgrades, or even in-game achievements popping up on the screen like I am playing an old Xbox 360 game. You know the old sound. Pulling.
Does the Switch?
That's not how it sounded. It's something new and fresh while also feeling weirdly nostalgic for me. Also, kind of wild time for this game to release, right? It's a game based entirely on the moon, and it came out the same week that our astronauts got back from visiting said moon. I hate to get conspiracy theory here with you guys, but it's really one of two options. One, they waited to release the game for this very week on purpose, which would be cool. But the other option, and the far more likely one, is that the entire moon trip was a fake to promote Pragmata. I'm onto you, Capcom. And both options are equally likely, I think. Also, the Earth is flat. I really did enjoy the story of Pragmata. It was cute, charming, it was fun, it was adorable. You know, they tried to pull on the same heartstrings that games like Last of Us and Walking Dead Telltale games where you play this single.
Oh wow, yeah. So bad video games. Okay, yeah. Bad fucking video games. Okay, should we call it quits? Like he's not even talking about the Switch 2. He's just shilling Pragmata. Okay. Yeah, so it's just shilling a bunch of games that came out in April. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and call it quits on this video. Okay. Okay, how long is it gonna take me to rage quit this video? Because like I've been saying forever that like Nintendo Land is like he has to be the worst Nintendo YouTuber out there right now. Like he has to be. Like he's doing a lot of the same things that uh the BitBlock used to do, where he's just constantly bitching about 3D Mario and he's not really giving like chances to other games. It's embarrassing. So like, okay, this is my problem. Okay, Nintendo is about to have one of the biggest directs ever. Like, didn't you say that last year with like the September? Like, this is the thing we always hear is that like, oh, they're on the verge of having their biggest direct ever. Like, no, there's no indication of that. Like, at most, we'll see games for like the holiday season. Okay. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, we'll get some hype announcements, but like, going into like direct a Nintendo Direct, like believing it to be like the best thing ever, like that's just setting yourself up for disappointment. Okay. That's how bad this video is, where like I'm like analyzing the fucking video title. It just like it fundamentally doesn't work. Like it's stupid. Like, I was telling people this a decade ago, how it's a bad idea to get hyped up for stuff like this. Like, it's fine to look forward to it, but like if you're going into it saying it's gonna be the best thing ever, like you're wrong, honestly. Like if you're not looking forward to like actual game releases, like stop. Like you're embarrassing yourself, but
If you asked me a couple of weeks ago if I was getting excited for a potential huge June Nintendo Direct from Nintendo, I'd say no, not at all. I have no hope. But after the last couple of days, my mind's kind of changed a little bit. If anything, I'm actually starting to get excited again. I know.
what that is that even true? Hang on, let's because there's no way he's done anything but like bitch about directs the past couple of weeks. It's see, yep, these two games are pretty much confirmed to be coming soon. Yeah, that's a direct video. Nintendo actually did it. Uh, Cat Star Fox, Star Fox's Last Chance. Yeah, that was a direct video. Hang on. Uh, it's time. Nintendo just broke my heart. Yeah, so the Splatoon Raiders thing that came about. Okay, so he was mad about that because that was announced in Nintendo Today and not as a direct. So.
Hold on, hear me out. With Nintendo's recent sales reports, they pretty much said Nintendo Switch 2 is doing really well, but at the same time, some of the software and hardware sales are starting to drop off pretty significantly. Not to mention,
No.
Nintendo's stock is reaching the all-time lowest it's been in 5 years. But to be specific, it's this comment that has me really excited.
Wow, 5 years when after its all-time high at the time with Animal Crossing New Horizons. Like again, stop talking about the stock price. You're just embarrassing yourself.
Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa stated, ideally, we would like to deliver new titles more frequently and in a more timely manner. But as you pointed out, the software development period has become longer than before. Even so, we will continue to work on various initiatives to ensure that many titles can be played on Nintendo Switch 2 by improving our development system and development process. Looking ahead, we are preparing a variety of new titles for the Nintendo Switch 2, regardless of whether they are considered major titles or not. Furthermore, for the second half of this fiscal year, we have new titles in addition to those already announced, and we will provide details at the appropriate time. Oh my gosh, Nintendo's actually making games for the rest of this year? Oh! Like, no duh. This is such a PR statement to make, to just let people know and investors that games are coming, but the fact that Nintendo had to say this is a sign, because Nintendo doesn't do this. Nintendo doesn't come out and say, hey, we got more games that we're about to announce for the rest of this year, unless
Yeah, they do that, you fucking retard. Like I remember when Iwata had to do that with all the please understand statements and like how he was talking to like investors at like the Wii U period. Like no, that the games are coming, guys. Like again, this isn't they're always talking about upcoming releases. Like this idea that like they're not, that they never do, is just it's just stupid. Like it's just so out of pocket. It doesn't make any sense. Like so yeah, Nintendo is a joke. Don't listen to him. Don't watch his content. He is a poser, not a Nintendo Land fan. Okay. Is there anything else going on today? Anything else we want to talk about? Yeah, I think we still have like 9 minutes left before the end of the podcast. Um, I don't know. Okay, so Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is launching next week. So I think we'll just casually play through Tales of Berseria until then. I think we're gonna try and finish it before Yoshi comes out, actually. And then we'll get through Yoshi, and then we'll probably pick up Tales of Arise, and then we'll probably just play that until like Grand Blue comes out or whatever. Actually, yeah, we have a lot of games coming out in June, like Elliot, Grand Blue, and Star Fox. And yeah, Star Fox. Why is Star Fox launching on the 22nd? Like, I was just like, oh yes, it's launching in June. I'm so hyped. And then it like I noticed it's like June 22nd. And I'm just like, what an epic fail. What an epic disaster. Like I have to wait a month. Like it's still a month away. Oh yeah, yeah. That's another thing too. Nintendo moved up the release date for the Legend of Zelda movie. They have straight up moved it up a week after like delaying it 2 months. So I'm just like, why do they keep changing the release date? Like, so they went from like March to like to May to April, and I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I don't understand what the fuck they're doing. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Like, I need help. Like, make it clear, Nintendo. Um, yeah, so it's coming out like not that long after the Mario Galaxy movie, you know. So I guess we can expect one Nintendo film a year going forward, and I think at this point we can expect them to be like you know different series, so we won't get burned out like you know Marvel fans did. Like they could probably keep all this going indefinitely. Like I'm curious how they're gonna handle like new Mario movies, because I imagine at some point they're gonna do like a continuity reset where they just like you know they go off like they should have do like a Yoshi's Island movie or an adaptation or something. Like I'm sure they'll do something like that. I'm very curious about what the movie is gonna be like. The movies are like I don't know. I am worried that the movies are gonna like change the characterization of some of the characters. Okay, I'm watching like Mario Galaxy and like I hope Peach isn't Rosalina's sister. I hate that fucking bullshit. Like it does not make any sense at all. I don't understand why they like did that. Like it's just like an unnecessary change, really. Captain Toad mods Elden Ring. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Captain Toad. I've never gone back to it. Like I actually don't own it on Switch. I did everything in it when it came out on Wii U, but like it's not one of those games I look back on all that fondly. I do miss them doing like weird things like that, but like for a while there, Captain Toad seemed to be like their guy, and now he's just kind of fallen by the wayside. You know, he's kind of like the Toadsworth of like the 2010s, really. Like he was everywhere for a bit, and now he's just kind of faded away. I don't even think people have realized that like he's not that prevalent anymore. Like I think the last time we saw him was Odyssey. Now is he in Wonder? He might be. He might be. Yeah. Speaking of Elden Ring, like, is it coming this year? Like, cause like the way things are looking now, like Elden Ring's gonna launch on Switch 2, and then the Duskbloods is gonna launch not that long after. I don't know if Alexa, has the release date for the Duskbloods been confirmed?
Dusk Bunny was released in
Alexa,
theaters on
Duskbloods.
Searching for Duskbloods. I found some similar titles like Mothra vs. Godzilla and Invasion of Astro
Alexa, stop. You're embarrassing. Like, so yeah, FromSlop is so unknown. It's such an obscure company. Like, Alexa can't even find it, even after being specified. Like, Alexa's just like, I don't see any mention of the Duskbloods in the cloud. Like, it is crazy how we went from like Elden Ring being seen as like game of the decade to the best game ever made to like nobody giving a fuck about the Duskbloods just because it's a Nintendo exclusive. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know about that. I actually, yeah, I would say Elden Ring's better than Detective Pikachu. Yeah, like Detective Pikachu really has like no redeeming qualities at all, unless you really like Pokemon. But like, Elden Ring is just I don't know. I put more time into Elden Ring than Detective Pikachu. I think. Um, yeah, I did not care for Detective Pikachu at all. I still have not beaten it. The second one. The first one was all right. But yeah, like the game really needed like a radical improvement, and they just didn't do it. Like they really made a miscalculation, like getting that movie produced. I think that the movie just like they really thought that like Detective Pikachu was going to be this huge thing, and it just wasn't. Detective Pikachu is just I don't know. It just feels like a I don't know. Pokemon might be having problems like branching out away from like the traditional Pokemon formula. I don't know. People love Pokemon, but I think it's mostly profitable because of the merchandise. Let's see here. I don't know what else to talk about. I talked to like four people now who said they're strongly considering getting a Switch 2 because of Star Fox. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. So this is the thing with like a lot of these people is like these kind of nostalgia bait remakes are gonna pull in a lot of older fans who have just been refusing to support Nintendo. Like Nintendo really knew what they were doing with this remake. Like they really killed it with this one. Um, it launched at just the right time. It had a good release window. They're putting resources into it. Like it seems like Star Fox is gonna be a huge hit. So that's definitely really exciting. Hopefully, we start getting more of these games like more frequently. But I would love to get like another Star Fox on Switch too. But we'll see. Like with dev times being what they are now, I don't know. Like I imagine Star Fox like it'd be a pretty easy game to make a sequel for, right? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it quits for now. I'm gonna get to work on videos for the day. We're gonna try and get those out. We're gonna try and get those produced. We're gonna try and like talk about current events. We're gonna try and like do everything we possibly can. We're gonna see like where things go from here. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for your donations and your super chats. I've been seeing a lot of people like sending me these stupid like YouTube jewels. And I can't calculate how much that is, but like thank you for them anyway. Like yeah, we're gonna have to do like a YouTube like fake money to real money conversion thing. But yeah, thank you all for your support. Thank you all for the purchase of the books. Thank you all for the subs. And